right, so where is your child?
She lives with her father.
All right, and the father is not this same gentleman that you all were
No.
talking about? So how long has your child lived with the father?
She's been with him since January of 2023.
And so what is your relationship with her as far as, have you talked to your child? Do you
Yes.
regularly visit your child?
Yes, there was a point of time for a couple of years that we didn't, and now we have our regular visits every other weekend, and we go. It's supervised with her father. So
All right, and how old is your child?
She'll be 10 next month.
10. All right, the court is calling 2021 CR 3947 State versus Amanda Balmaris. Could I have parties announced?
Your Honor, Jeffrey Martinez for defendant.
And are you Amanda Balmaris? Did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Amanda Balmaris who's placed on deferred adjudication in 2021 CR 3947 for the offense of evading arrest detention with a vehicle on August 24th, 2021 for a term of 2 years? Is that you?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, state.
Violated condition number 2, on or about the 15th day of May 2023 in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant Amanda Crystal Balmaris did then and there fail to submit to drug testing as directed by the court officer, supervision officer, or duly authorized agent of the court in violation of condition number 2.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
Violated condition number 5. In Bexar County, Texas, the defendant Amanda Crystal Balmaris did then and there fail to report the supervision officer as directed for the months of June and July 2023 in violation of condition number 5.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True with explanation.
State will waive the remaining.
Any objections to the waivers?
No, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violations 2 and 5, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 10 years in the prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violations 2 and 5?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find violations 2 and 5 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is not, Your Honor. State would be asking the court to grant state's motion, enter an adjudication of guilt, and sentence to 2 years in TBC.
All right, and defense, what are you requesting?
Your Honor, we're requesting to reform the judgment and ultimately have her, of course, convicted today, but start her over. She would like to testify, if you could, Your Honor, or I could tell her
Okay.
what she
You want
wants
to
to
raise your
say.
right hand?
Yes.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Amanda Crystal Balmaris.
All right, what would you like to say?
Want me to ask her a question, Your Honor, or you want to just
However
go?
you want to do it. I know she said she had an explanation.
It'll be
Probation?
quick, Your Honor. Just gonna run her through the questions that we practice. Maybe it'll help her.
Sure.
Ms. Balmaris, why didn't you complete the items, or why did you not do well when you were on probation?
I was 22 years old at the time, so I didn't take things as seriously as I should have. I was very immature at that time. Now I know the seriousness of not completing probation and doing everything that the court has required of me.
Okay. What's different in your life now than it was a few years ago?
I have a stable job. I have stable housing. I have a better support system that I do than I did then.
Mhm.
Do you think you could be successful if the court, ultimately the judge, placed you on probation
Absolutely.
and you're willing to do community service and pay your fine and do the things that you didn't previously do?
Yes,
Okay. Do you also have a child out there?
I do.
Why did you turn yourself in for the warrant on this?
Because I wanted to get it taken care of. I was planning to go back to school to become a medical assistant, get a better job, so I can be a better mom, a better functioning member of society.
And then as far as you know, this was the first MTR that you had on this probation.
Yes.
Do you have any other criminal history?
No, I do not.
You've never been arrested for anything else besides this case?
No, sir.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
All right, any questions?
Ms. Balmaris, what is the name of your significant other?
Jerome Aiken?
Were you and Mr. Aiken together on or about July of 2023?
We were.
We all cohabitating at that time?
No, we were not.
Are you aware that in July of 2023, your probation officer attempted to reach out to Mr. Aiken regarding you not reporting?
No.
Okay, so I guess can you explain to the court how if you were with Mr. Aiken, you have a better support system now, which includes him, how is that different from the past then? How are you gonna complete probation if some of the constants in your life were still the same?
Well, we weren't living together, so I didn't know that she had these toxicity. Oh, okay, well, yeah, I'm gonna do everything that
But
I
how
need.
do, how do we know?
I'm just gonna do better. I just need a second chance. That's all
Oh, so I'm so sorry.
Sorry.
All right, so where is your child?
She lives with her father.
All right, and the father is not this same gentleman that you all were
No.
talking about? So how long has your child lived with the father?
She's been with him since January of 2023.
And so what is your relationship with her as far as, have you talked to your child? Do you
Yes.
regularly visit your child?
Yes, there was a point of time for a couple of years that we didn't, and now we have our regular visits every other weekend. And we go, it's supervised with her father, so.
All right, and how old is your child?
She'll be 10 next month.
10. And was Child Protective Services involved?
No,
So how did he end up with custody?
well, I have full custody. I'm her guardian, but, she went to go stay with him. And we are in the process of making him the custodial parent.
Okay, primary.
Yes, ma'am.
So why were you not reporting?
Just things have happened, life. It was involving my daughter. I lost my job, my car, my apartment. There were plenty of things.
So are you saying she turned herself in?
She did, Your Honor.
Turned herself in?
And ultimately, it's just that, Your Honor, as well as Westwood Insurance. She has a job now. She's stable now. Really doesn't have an excuse besides immaturity. She's ready to step up this time, and she's willing to do it. She could be a productive member of society. It was her first MTR, and she doesn't have any criminal history. I think the society would be served better than going to jail for 2 years and giving her another shot, zero tolerance, maybe she'd be even willing to go inpatient for a cognitive. I don't think she needs it this time because she does know what she needs to do. But she's asking for a chance, Your Honor.
All right. This is what the court is going to do. The court is going to find you guilty. These are your only two choices. You have no other choices. I can follow what the state is recommending. They're asking that you be sentenced to 2 years in the prison. That's the minimum for this case. Or I can find you guilty and I'll place you on regular probation. Your underlying sentence is going to be 8 years. So that means if you are unsuccessful, you're looking at potentially 8 years in the prison. Which do you prefer?
Going on probation, Your Honor.
All right, the court will find you guilty, sentence you to 8 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 10 years. There's going to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs, proof of employment within 45 days of release. No employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Field visits 1 time per month for 8 months. 200 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to order parenting classes. Once you complete the parenting classes, 100 hours will be deemed satisfied. And I'm going to ask for the MRT. Once the MRT is completed, the remaining of the community service hours will be satisfied. And the court is going to order the defensive driving course. And there's $1,000 fine and that will be probated. Probation, is there anything else? Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
No, Your Honor.
All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, I did, Your
You
Honor.
have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you're on deferred adjudication. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
And I'm sorry, adding one more condition, and this is based upon what you told me, there's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. All right. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Your Honor.
Thank you.
This was never about a simple violation of probation. From the moment Amanda Balis stood before Judge Stephanie Boyd, the central question wasn't if she had failed. She had already admitted to that, but why the court should trust her again. The defense hoped to paint a picture of a young, immature woman who had finally grown up. They expected the judge to see a stable job and a desire to go back to school as proof of reform. But Judge Boyd's courtroom does not run on hope. It runs on facts and accountability. What the defense presented as a better support system, the judge saw as a red flag. When the prosecution probed into the defendant's living situation, revealing that the same people from her past were still in her life, the tone of the hearing shifted. Judge Boyd listened intently as Amanda struggled to explain how she would succeed this time when the constants in her life hadn't changed. The defendant's explanation fell apart under the weight of the judge's silent scrutiny. The critical mistake wasn't just missing drug tests or failing to report for 2 months. It was the lack of a concrete plan. The defendant spoke in broad terms about being a better mom, but revealed she did not have custody of her child. She spoke of stability, but admitted to a recent history of losing her job, car, and home. At this moment, Judge Stephanie Boyd's decision-making process became clear. She was not going to accept a vague promise over a proven track record of failure. She saw a pattern of avoidance, not a plan for success. Then came the emotional and legal pivot. Instead of simply accepting a plea, Judge Boyd laid out the brutal arithmetic of consequences. She framed the decision not as a punishment, but as a choice. The defendant could take the state's offer of 2 years in prison, or she could accept a second chance from the court. But that chance would come with an underlying 8-year sentence and conditions so strict they left no room for error. This was Judge Boyd's way of demanding true accountability. She offered probation, but it was a probation designed to test every ounce of the defendant's claimed maturity. She added a no unsupervised contact with minors condition, a direct result of the defendant's vague testimony about her child. It was a final ruling that reflected the judge's authority. A chance, yes, but one so heavily fortified with oversight that any future failure would lead directly to an 8-year prison term. It was not about being cruel. It was about ensuring that if Amanda Balis failed again, it would be a choice, not an excuse.